There's a quiet storm brewing in the camera industry, and this time, it's not coming from the usual names like Canon, Sony, or Nikon. Instead, the buzz is centered around DJI, a company best known for dominating the drone and gimbal market. According to a growing number of rumors and industry whispers, DJI is preparing to unveil a full-frame mirrorless camera. While DJI's name has always been synonymous with innovation, especially when it comes to aerial photography and stabilization, this potential move into the mirrorless space could mark a significant shift not only for the company but for the entire imaging industry. DJI's history of disrupting markets shouldn't be underestimated. When they launched the Ronin 4D, a fully integrated cinema camera with built-in stabilization and LiDAR autofocus, the filmmaking world took notice. Likewise, their Osmo Pocket series redefined what a compact, gimbal-stabilized camera could do for content creators on the go. Now, all signs suggest that DJI is gearing up to do it again, but this time with a dedicated DJI mirrorless camera that could sit shoulder to shoulder with industry heavyweights. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Much of what we know is still speculative, drawn from leaked information, patents, and whispers within photography forums. However, there's enough smoke here to assume there's some serious fire on the horizon. The idea of DJI entering the mirrorless space might have sounded far-fetched a few years ago, but considering their rapid technological evolution and strategic acquisitions, it's not that much of a leap. One of the strongest hints comes from DJI's 2017 acquisition of Hasselblad, a legendary name in medium-format photography. Initially, many assumed the deal was primarily to boost the imaging capabilities of DJI's high-end drones. And indeed, Hasselblad's technology has been seen in flagship drones like the Mavic 3. However, the recent wave of rumors suggests that DJI may be ready to go beyond aerial applications, potentially leveraging Hasselblad's sensor expertise in a ground-based DJI mirrorless camera system. The rumored release window is sometime in 2025, and if true, this new camera is expected to be a hybrid powerhouse, built for both photographers and filmmakers. That aligns perfectly with DJI's track record. Unlike traditional camera manufacturers who often focus more heavily on one side of the photo-video equation, DJI has always excelled in creating gear that balances both needs. From their drones to the Ronin 4D, their products are aimed at creatives who demand versatility and innovation. If you've used any of DJI's gear, you already know one of their major strengths lies in intuitive design. Whether it's the smartphone connectivity of the Mavic series or the seamless gimbal control in the Osmo Pocket, DJI products are typically easy to use straight out of the box. This could be a major selling point if they carry the same philosophy into their mirrorless camera interface. Let's face it, many high-end mirrorless systems today, especially from Sony, are notorious for clunky menus and complex setup processes. DJI has the opportunity to simplify this experience while still delivering professional-grade performance. Stabilization is another key area where DJI could truly disrupt the market. The Ronin 4D already showcases what the company can achieve with integrated stabilization technology. If a DJI mirrorless camera features anything close to that level of in-body stabilization, possibly even incorporating their gimbal innovations directly into the camera body, it could eliminate the need for external stabilization gear in many use cases. Imagine capturing ultra-smooth handheld footage straight out of the box, with no gimbal needed. For filmmakers and content creators who are constantly on the move, this would be a game-changer. Modularity is another potential advantage. DJI has embraced modular design in other products, such as the Ronin 4D, which supports various mounts and configurations. It's rumored that their mirrorless system might follow suit, offering swappable components or mounts to adapt to different shooting scenarios. This kind of flexibility could make DJI's camera an all-in-one solution for studio work, field photography, or even full-blown cinematic production. Design-wise, there are murmurs that DJI might draw inspiration from Hasselblad's Scandinavian roots, focusing on clean lines, minimalist controls, and a retro-modern aesthetic. Think of something in the vein of Fujifilm's X series, a beautiful blend of vintage styling and cutting-edge tech. For photographers who appreciate the tactile experience of shooting as much as the results, this could make the camera visually and ergonomically appealing. Let's also talk about connectivity, a major pain point in current mirrorless systems. Transferring files from camera to computer or cloud often remains a tedious task, even in premium models. DJI, however, has shown forward thinking in this area. Their drones already support wireless image transfers and even internal storage solutions. Imagine a mirrorless camera that includes features like built-in wireless transfers, seamless smartphone integration, or even cloud backups. There's even speculation that internal storage, like the 64GB or 1TB capacities seen in other DJI gear, could become standard, removing the need for SD cards or external drives. This kind of workflow convenience would be a huge win for professionals. One big question mark is lens compatibility. It's well known that DJI is a member of the L-mount Alliance, which means there's a chance their mirrorless system could support L-mount lenses out of the gate. But to really compete, DJI would also need to release a strong lineup of native lenses or offer adapters for popular mounts like Sony E or Canon RF. The more open their system is, the more likely it will attract professionals who've already invested heavily in other ecosystems. The competition, of course, is fierce. Canon, Sony, and Nikon have decades of experience and a deeply loyal customer base. Professionals who've built entire careers and gear kits around these brands aren't going to switch platforms lightly. But that might actually work in DJI's favor. As an outsider, they're not tied down by legacy systems or outdated expectations. They can approach the market with fresh eyes and new solutions, something that traditional brands sometimes struggle with. In recent years, we've seen the mirrorless market heat up with increasingly powerful models like the Sony A7R VI, Nikon Z7 III, and Canon EOS R6 Mark III. But at the same time, innovation often feels incremental. Most brands are just refining existing systems. A DJI mirrorless camera, however, could shake things up with a new approach, leveraging their expertise in stabilization, imaging, and connectivity to introduce truly unique features. That said, breaking into this space won't be easy. DJI will need to prove that they're serious about supporting the platform long-term. This means not just launching a single camera, but also building an ecosystem, lenses, accessories, firmware updates, and maybe even partnerships with other imaging brands. Professionals need to know their investment will be supported years down the line. Still, if the rumors hold true, DJI might be onto something big. By combining Hasselblad's image quality, DJI's hardware innovation, and a fresh design perspective, this could be more than just another new camera. It could be the beginning of a real shift in the industry. If they manage to deliver a mirrorless system that's powerful, user-friendly, and competitively priced, DJI could pull users away from the traditional big three and carve out their own space in the market. To wrap things up, DJI's rumored entry into the mirrorless camera world is more than just a headline, it's a potential paradigm shift. The combination of their technical know-how, design sensibility, and track record of innovation makes the idea of a DJI mirrorless camera not only plausible but highly exciting. While there's still much we don't know, one thing is clear: if DJI can execute on this vision, we may be witnessing the birth of a new heavyweight in professional imaging.